everyone to the David Braley Athletic and Recreation Center. My name is Harrison Myers. I'm joined once again with Matt Jandrew. Matt, we are back with some basketball. We had a great weekend, a huge crowd, and I think the men and the women thoroughly enjoyed that. Two great games, even though the women did finally pick up their first loss. They'll have a chance to bounce back, and I'd like to mention before we get into the stat stuff, they have not played since that loss.
No, this is the first game since that loss, and they're going up against a team who they've already beat once this year, so odds are looking good. And if they get the win today, then they secure that #1 seed. If not, then it might come down to the tiebreaker between them and Humber at the end, but they can lock it up today, so we'll see if they get that done, Harrison.
Yeah, I think they won 83-54, and for Sheridan, they're 2-12 on a 7-game losing streak, and they have not won a game on the road yet. So
yeah, and they're sitting outside of the playoffs right now, Harrison, so not a whole lot for them to play for, except for maybe being a bit of a spoiler here. If Mohawk was to lose out this game and then the next one, they might slip out of that first place seed. So Sheridan not pushing for the playoffs, but maybe a little bit of a pride, and like I said, just playing the spoiler a little bit today.
I have a feeling, though, after the loss in last weekend's game, which was really just a game we hadn't seen them come out that slow, I have a strong feeling it's going to be a different start to this one as we have a look at highlights on the last game, which was a very entertaining affair. Even though the Mountaineers were not on their game, they still were able to come pretty close to coming back.
You see that Sydney Drain buzzer beater there. That was probably the highlight moment for the Mountaineers, but like you said, they struggled, and they put up 31 turnovers to Humber's 12. Mohawk had 12 in the entire first quarter, so obviously they were not taking care of the basketball. That was really their poison, their Achilles heel against Guelph. So I think they're going to come out, like you said, Harrison, very different. You could see the emotion on their faces following that loss. And yeah, I like their odds today to come back out and get back on top here and get back in the win column today.
I do as well, and we'll take a quick break with about 15 minutes left till game time. We have a couple opening ceremonies, so we will be back shortly.
Hello everyone, welcome to the David Braley Athletic and Recreation Center for today's OCAA matchup between the visiting Sheridan Bruins and your Mohawk Mountaineers. At this time, if you could please direct your attention to the center court for a brief presentation. Mohawk College and the Department of Athletics and Recreation would like to take this time to recognize our graduating student athletes from our women's basketball program and honor them for their time and contribution to their respective sport. I would like to now ask women's basketball head coach Mihai Radicanu and the assistant coaches to please come to the center court to assist with the presentation. Our first student athlete this afternoon joined the Mountaineers for the 25-26 season after spending 4 seasons with St. Thomas University. In her lone season with Mohawk, this athlete has been a four-generation general and showcased her defensive ability. She ranked 6th in the OCAA with an assist with 50 through 13 games and tied for 3rd in steals with 44. Graduating from the Community and Social Services Management Program, let's put our hands together for number 11, Vanessa Sophie. This next student athlete has been with the Mountaineers for 2 seasons, appearing in 22 games. She was a member of the 24-25 OCAA championship team. Graduating from the Computer Systems Technology Software Development Program, number 7, Layla Davis. Our next student athlete appeared in 20 games for Mohawk. While unable to play in the 24-25 season, she was still a big part to the OCAA championship team and has returned to the court this year to help the team continue its winning culture. Graduating from the Concurrent Disorders program at number 3, Abby Trafford. This next student athlete has had 2 stints with the Mountaineers, having played 2 seasons between 2021 and 2023, and returning this year. She has appeared in 28 games and has scored over 200 points. In the 21-22 season, she was named to the OCAA West Division All-Rookie team. Graduating from the Business Fundamentals Small Business Program, number 24, Selena Chung. Our next student athlete has been a member of the Mountaineers for 2 seasons, but has played 4 overall seasons in the OCAA. Prior to joining Mohawk, she was named CCAA All-Canadian, OCAA East Player of the Year, OCAA Rookie of the Year, and OCAA East First Team All-Star. With Mohawk, she has appeared in 36 games, scoring 462 points, grabbing 420 rebounds, and has 57 steals. As a Mountaineer, she has picked up 26 double-doubles during the 24-25 season while helping Mohawk win the OCAA championship. This athlete was named an OCAA West Division First Team All-Star. During that campaign, she set a new Mohawk single-season record with 206 rebounds. Graduating from the Protection, Security, and Investigation program, let's put our hands together for number 35, Kendra Oliver.
I'm hearing Chinese somewhere.
This next student athlete has grown into one of the best forwards in the OCAA. From a quiet individual her first year, she has become a leader for this Mountaineers team. Appearing in 52 games, this athlete has provided 446 points and 340 rebounds. In her rookie 23-24 season, she was named an OCAA West Division All-Rookie team and was a member of the 24-25 OCAA Championship Mohawk team. Graduating from the Advanced Police Studies program, let's give it up for number 23, Tiffany Williams.
Kids going up there.
final women's basketball graduating student athlete this afternoon joined the team as an assistant coach before putting on the Mohawk jersey to play for 3 seasons. She has played 49 games, scoring 652 career points, ranking 5th all-time in Mohawk history. She also has 112 three-pointers, ranking 2nd all-time in Mohawk history. Her career totals also include 329 rebounds, 182 assists, and 110 steals. In the 24-25 season, this athlete was named to an OCAA West Division 2nd Team All-Star, en route to leading Mohawk to the OCAA Championship. And at the National Championship, she received the CCAA Exemplary Leadership Award. Graduating from the massage therapy program, let's get it out for number 33, Maddie Anderson.
Your family is coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for our 2025-26 women's basketball graduating student athletes. Now both teams are able to get 3.5 minutes of warm-up time before we start our presentation. Braley Athletic and Recreation Center for today's OCAA matchup between the visiting Sheridan Bruins and your Mohawk Mountaineers. Mohawk College is a proud member of the Ontario College Athletics Association and as a member adhere to the fair play policy as outlined by the OCAA. Mohawk College staff and the game officials have the right to remove any spectator exhibiting unsportsmanlike, rude, and/or objectionable behavior as well as foul language during the match. Please cheer in a professional and sporting manner. We acknowledge that Mohawk College is situated on the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee and the Anishinaabe nations within the lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement and is currently home to many indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island. Now, if I could ask you to please rise and move your hats if you're able to for the playing of O Canada. Now here's the starting lineup for the visiting Sheridan Bruins. At guard, number 4, Caitlin Kawar. Forward number 8, Michelle Baranova. Guard number 9, Bianca Venta. Center number 10, Stephanie Blair. And guard number 12, Jazara Brown Francis. And the head coach for the Sheridan Bruins is Brian Lopez. Mohawk Mountaineers. At guard number 3, Abby Teraffer. And playing guard number 11, Vanessa Sophie. And for number 23, Tiffany Williams. And starter number 33, Maddie Anderson. And at forward number 35, Kendra Oliver. And the head coach for your Mountaineers is Mihai Radicanu.
All right, Matt, we are about set ready, and by the looks of the starting lineup, it is the send-off of 5 seniors, the 5 seniors for the Mountaineers women's basketball team. It's farewell and a very nice moment from the coaching staff, from head coach Radicanu to have all 5 seniors out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, so many seniors on this team that couldn't even get everybody out. So I'm sure we'll see Layla Davis rotating in as well very soon. But yeah, this team loaded with talent and, like you said, a very nice gesture, getting all of them, or as many as you could, out there to get things kicked off.
Tons of fan support. We saw a lot of families here to support their women, their seniors, as we are underway off the tip off, won by the Mountaineers. Sophie, down low to Williams. Williams, long pass across, no one there. Not a bad look from the Mountaineers. Miscommunication, now the Bruins will get their first possession off the turnover.
You can just see, just from having a look at everybody, the size difference. Mohawk is just kind of towering over what's a pretty undersized Sheridan Bruins team.
Comes outside to Brown Francis. She drives, layup no good, and a travel called. The Mountaineers turn over the ball and force a turnover of their own. Another chance to try to get the first couple points, and the Bruins are in a press. Out is Sophie. To Trafford. Down low to Williams. Williams to Sophie. Oliver has it now. She backs in. Her layup is good for the first 2 points of the game.
Andra Oliver had a double-double in the losing effort last game. She's been on a roll at the end of January and now getting off to a good start here in February.
Brown Francis puts the pass down low, gets swatted away, and it just goes out of bounds. The Bruins will keep possession on the inbound, and Jared Kendra Oliver's have a lot of double-doubles. Here as a Mountaineer, I can't quite remember what the number was, but it was high. As now the three is up from Calar. That one no good. Oliver with the rebound. She'll push pace, finds Sophie. Sophie attacking, tried to pass it to Williams, and it gets stolen away. Now Calar coming down again. Calar pulls up for three. No good. Anderson the rebound. Pace still frantic. Anderson driving, pulls back, finds Williams. Her layup, foul, no good, but she'll get a chance at the line.
Sheridan looking a little timid coming out of the gates here. Mohawk attacking the inside, going after the paint. And so far, although they got that one not to fall, this will maybe still be 2 points on the board for the Mountaineers.
First free throw from Williams, good. Definitely a better start from the Mountaineers. Obviously haven't played, as you said, since their loss last weekend. You know, they want to avenge that and more, and really been practicing for this game very hard. As Calar with it. Calar right back to Vinta. Back to Calar again. Vinta driving on Sophie, has it tipped away and stolen away. What a steal from Vanessa Sophie from behind. Now Anderson with it. Anderson down low, Oliver. Kicks it out, Trafford to Williams. Outside Sophie, wide open. That one no good. Rebound collected by Calar, and now the other way, Brown Francis. Long pass up to Vinta. Her layup is good, and the foul.
I'll have to see the replay on that one. I thought, well, maybe the swat was clean, but it was the actual contact with the body that they're going to call that on.
I think it's usually, anytime you go for a swat like that, they almost automatically call it just because the emotion of it itself.
For sure.
Free throw good, so the three-point play is completed by Vinta. Bianca Vinta just like that, making a one-point game, and now Sophie bringing it up again. Finds Trafford. Back out to Sophie. Sophie to Trafford. Trafford to Oliver. Double teamed, Anderson open for three. No good. Trafford gets the rebound. Back out to Anderson again. Down low, off the hands of Williams, and it just gets through. Bianca Vinta. Caitlin Calar, back to Vinta. Vinta. No one around her with Anderson guarding. She finds Brown Francis, stolen again by Sophie, but she can't keep it alive. Great defense from Vanessa Sophie early on in this one.
She put up 7 steals in the last matchup against the Bruins, so I think it's fair to say she has a knack for anticipating this team's next step, and she's already got 2 within the first couple minutes here.
Calar with it now, gonna have to fire a shot. Shot clock winding down. No shot comes up, so the Mountaineers forced a 24-second violation. And the first couple of subs of the game coming in, and there's Lila Davis, the other senior that is available to play, coming on. That's Sophie again. Read very closely by Brown Francis, probably trying to avenge her last couple turnovers and a foul call.
Obviously, they're trying to slow things down. Don't let Mohawk get this offense rolling and create that organized chaos they love to wreak havoc on teams in.
Williams to Sophie. Davis, Oliver, pull up three, no good. That one will go out of play, so the Bruins take back possession in what is only a 4-3 game. Not a lot of scoring.
Mohawks struggled from the three-point line, haven't had a make yet, and they've attempted 3 or 4 of them here already. I'll maybe see them switch up, go for something in the mid-range.
They're up that time, no good. Davis the rebound. Davis to Sophie. Sophie bringing it up again. They'll slow things down. Finds Davis, doesn't take it. Down low to Oliver. Oliver kicks it out. Guanzan open for 3. No good. Off the rebound collected by Callar. Battle for the loose ball. She'll slow things down now. Caitlin Callar again, driving on Davis. Floater, no good, off the hands of Ranavoa. That'll go out of play, so the Mountaineers take back possession again. Sophie once again bringing up the ball. So Sophie nearly loses it, does. Can't get it back. That pass right into the hands, though, of Oliver. She intercepts it. Now Oliver has it. Oliver, long pass, Guanzan. Open jumper, no good. Davis can't quite collect the rebound. Guanzan can. Now Oliver again, finds Sophie. She drives and the layup is good.
Good decision there by Vanessa Sophie just to get a basket. So the Mountaineers came out pretty hot. They were on a drought for about 4 minutes there where they hadn't had something fall, so that one will get them back into the offensive rhythm.
Blair with it now. Stephanie Blair hands it back off to Brown Francis, and that goes out, deflected away. So that Bruins keep possession. We'll have an inbound and subs coming in for both teams. Joanna Smith coming in for the first time, as well as Leverton Stewart.
Joanna Smith, career high 26 points against Sheridan last time these two teams met. We're on the floor, we'll get this offense kick-started even more.
That one off the hands of Veranova. So the Mountaineers say thank you very much and take back possession. Press continues. Lanzan now gets the inbound. They start to move up. Lanzan, Anderson to Smith. Smith trying to find Williams, does. Williams to Anderson. Anderson drives, her layup, no good. Williams gets the rebound, kicks it out to Smith. Smith attacking, her floater is good. Joanna Smith.
Tiffany Williams, really creating that opportunity, just absolutely showing dominance in the paint, picking up that offensive rebound.
There's the Mountaineer game plan to use Williams and Oliver in the post. That one deflected away by Smith, will go out of bounds, but Mountaineer defense continues to dominate early on in this game as Bruins make another sub. As Zafira Richards checks into this one. Now Richards with it, guarded by Anderson. Richards driving, hands it off. Anderson tips it away and does get the steal, taking it away from Stewart, and now Davis tried to find Guanzan, but it's off her hands, and now the other way comes Brown Francis, getting pressured by Smith. Brown Francis with the layup, no good. Anderson can't get the rebound. It's Veranova. That shot up, no good, off the hands of Richards. And the Mountaineers, after a bit of chaos, will take the ball back, and Cindy Crane is back, checking in for her first time. Let's see, a bit of 2K, what Tiffany Williams just did there, you call that Hall of Fame intimidator. Fake the block, get inside player's head, and you might see that layup and say, oh, it's so easy. I've missed tons of those because I thought I was going to get blocked for sure. Now Drain with it. Off to Anderson, down low Williams. Williams turning, shot is good, and that's the game plan the Mountaineers want to do. And they have so far executed it very well. Now Brown Francis.
They have no answer for Tiffany Williams down low.
Inside Richards, guarded by Drain. Hands it off quickly to Nyla Hayes. Brown Francis again. Leverton Stewart drives. Her layup, no good. Battle for the rebound, but Drain able to pick it up. She goes down and a foul called.
This is feeling a lot more along the lines of most games we've called. Harrison seems like whatever was plaguing Mohawk early in their game against Guelph, they've bounced back from well here.
Williams attacks, hook shot is good, and it's just too easy. Cooking in the kitchen as Williams basically unstoppable so far in this game. Now Anderson almost hit the steal, still pressuring Richards. Pass across, now it's Blair. She drives, layup, no good from Stephanie Blair. Now it's Smith. Smith attacking, guarded closely by Nyla Hayes. She goes in and a foul called. She goes down hard.
Joanna Smith had a big collision there. Seems to be okay though.
Down hard that time with Francis. Another sub for the Bruins. Coming back in is Haller. Time for Brown Francis and Williams will be on inbounding duty. Williams finds Guanzan, thought about the three, now finds Williams down low. She's being triple teamed and it doesn't matter. Shaquille O'Neal or Tiffany Williams, and that one's stolen away by Drain. Drain dives for the ball, keeps it alive, bounces it off the Bruins player. So after all that, somehow, some way, the Mountaineers will get back possession as Drain went down hard. I think she got maybe her hand stepped on.
Yeah, she had got up and immediately signaled for the substitution there. And obviously something not right is they're gonna have a quick breather. Well, I think there's a Sheridan Bruin down following that as well.
Seemed like along with Drain that time, it was Caitlin Cowler who was in that landing zone with her. Seemed to go down hard on her knee.
Oh, well, step away from the game, I guess, for a minute here, and hopefully everything's okay. Didn't really see what who got the worst of it, but obviously Cal are in some discomfort.
Able to be brought back to her feet. Clearly some discomfort in her knee on the landing zone, as it was an awkward fall for both.
And after all that, it will still be Mountaineers basketball.
Williams will stay on the inbound, finds Guanzan, outside to Ross, getting her first time in this one. Anderson open for three and flash! Maddie Anderson in an all too familiar moment.
That's the three-pointer they've been looking for all quarter, and they finally get the lid off the basket from beyond the arc.
The great pass that time from Ross. Now the other way for the Bruins, it is Richards. Richards outside to Kyra Griffith. Her first time in this one. Her layup no good. Rebound collected by Blair. That layup no good. Ross with the rebound. Anderson now attacking. Outlet pass to Guanzan. She'll slow things down. Hands it off to Smith. Smith attacking. Down low, Williams. Too easy. Some beautiful give and go. Credit Smith the assist, and Williams with the point again.
Tiffany Williams might be en route to having the game of her life.
Layup no good once again for the Bruins. That time it was Hayes. The other way come the Mountaineers. Ross finds Anderson again. Her layup no good. Rebound collected is just out of reach. The Mountaineers continue to dominate this first quarter after a bit of a back and forth and drought offensively for both teams. Didn't take long, and now the Mountaineers up by 16 as Oliver will come in for Williams. Inbound pass deflected away, and just like that, the Mountaineers take back possession again.
I just think the size top to bottom on this Mohawk roster is just too much to contend with. Here at the Sheridan Bruins, you just kind of have to hold on and try to weather the storm and generate some scores because they've been missing a lot of easy baskets on the other end of the court.
Oliver to Anderson again. It's too easy. No rim, only net, and Ross with the steal finds Smith. Smith, the layup is good. What a play. That time from Kate Ross to get the steal and almost get another one. Now the other way come the Bruins. It's Griffith again. Beautiful pass down low, layup no good. Oliver with the rebound. Oliver finds Ross. Another great pass, this time to Gwanzan, who finds Smith. Smith just can't keep it alive. The Mountaineers clearly have not let that loss last weekend, Matt, have any sort of effect.
No, and I think in a way we talked about at the end of the game, there's almost a silver lining where you kind of got a bit of a reality check in terms of you're not untouchable as Ross with another steal.
Ross with, feels like her millionth steal in the last minute. Drain attacking, her layup just no good. Rebound collected by the Bruins. Now the outlet pass up to Blair, still haven't made it up. Blair, it's stolen away by Ross again. Just goes out of play, but God, it feels like number 5, Kate Ross, there's 5 Kate Rosses on the court right now.
It does. She's kind of got something in her utility belt for every play, and she just keeps pulling out big plays and getting a hand in every lane and breaking up every pass.
Griffith, long three, no good. Rebound collected by the Bruins. Second layup, no good. Now Richards again, she goes up for it. And a jump ball called. Bruins will keep possession. As you said, I think getting that first loss, now you don't have to worry about being undefeated. You won't ever think about it. Oh, we're still undefeated. When are we going to get that first loss? No, the Mountaineers have it, and they don't have to worry about it. And clearly they haven't let that loss affect them at all.
No, and now in this game, they can kind of, now they've had a bit of a, that moment of reality. Now they can remember who they are, because they are still that team that only has one loss and is one of the most dominant teams in the country, and they're really showing you that right now.
Green down low, Anderson goes for the layup. No good, but she is fouled, so we'll get a chance at the line. The Mountaineers already 21-point lead, holding the Bruins to 3 points.
Yeah, and the Bruins really struggling from the field. I mean, obviously, just the 2 points and then the field goal, or the free throw, excuse me, on top of that. Outside of that, they've missed a lot of layups, and when you're down on the size advantage and really have no chance in the rebounding game, as they kind of haven't so far, you really got to make baskets and make them frequently, and they may have already put themselves out of contention for this game entirely here.
Definitely some intimidation on the Mountaineer defensive side, as a lot of Bruins players seem timid on the layups, and that one almost stolen away again. Another jump ball, and the Mountaineers take back possession right away.
They're just absolutely suffocating the Sheridan Bruins every time they touch the ball. Maybe they're not even thinking about baskets, they're just working on getting past the halfway line. Right now, that's a challenge.
Right now on the inbound, finds Anderson again. Maddie Anderson makes up for her second missed free throw after making the first, and gets 2 points immediately. And Ross says thank you very much, finds Anderson again. Layup is good. Dominance from the Mountaineers.
Somebody charged Kate Ross with grand larceny, because she's just stealing everything out here today.
It is a heist for her today, as she is only focused on one thing and one thing only: stealing and assists. Oliver's outlet pass in no man's land. Somehow Smith is the one to pick it up. Smith slowing things down. No shot clock now. Drain. Slowing it down. Very closely by Richards. Hands it back off to Smith. Smith attacking outside. Anderson for three. Again! Unstoppable!
Maddie Anderson absolutely letting an artillery barrage fly from beyond the three-point line today.
somebody call in a score streak because Anderson is lights out from 3, and after 1 quarter, it is 32-3.
I think the Mountaineers may be a little ticked off after that loss, Harrison. They're showing zero mercy, and 32-3. And they had about a 3-minute drought in the quarter where they didn't score, and then you just see the switch, was flipped, and since then, I mean, if you're Sheridan, I don't know what the strategy in the huddle is right now. What can you do?
Yeah, I mean, this is a statement. You know, you had a tough loss last weekend, and you decided to basically say, yeah, we lost. Now we're back, and it's going to be even harder to even come close to beating us.
And one person who's maybe leading the charge the most, Maddie Anderson, just been absolutely devastating from beyond the three-point line, inside the paint, helping create steals defensively. I mean, every facet of her game right now has been on point today. You got to look at some of her handiwork through the first 10.
Look how simple that play was. Inbounds it to Oliver. Oliver immediately right back. Complete faith and trust. I gotta say, I think the pictures of the players are really good. I've seen, you know, we always see sometimes there's bad pictures. You know, we all have a bad picture day at school, but these ones are actually pretty good.
Yeah, don't ask for my driver's ID for that exact reason.
I think I have a couple bad high school ones.
Oh, okay. No, but I mean, I think if you're Sheridan, like, you're also looking, we've talked about this, I think it was Canadore when the men's team played with a short bench.
Yeah,
when Mohawk's running, you know, Maddie Anderson, Kendra Oliver, Tiffany Williams on a rotation, and you've got 4 or 5 people on the bench. It's a tough life.
Yeah, and you have Kate Ross coming off the bench and just stealing everything. I mean, what do you do?
What do you do?
Just complete dominance to start this one in the first quarter. And all things point to the Mountaineers not stopping. It's the last thing you would want to do is let your foot off the gas, even though you're up by so much. Still a lot of basketball to be played.
Yeah, no, I get the feeling Mohawk probably very far from foot off the gas territories. They're still in the early stages.
Especially with what we've seen from past blowout games and their message from the coaching staff as Brown Francis drives in. She'll kick it out to Blair. Blair layup, no good. Great contest by Oliver. Second chance effort, no good again. That time coming from Baranova. Michelle Baranova could not make that one. Now Gwanzan tried to find Drain and does. Drain long pass to Anderson. Kick out Sophie. Wide open 3. No good. Rebound collected by Blair. Stephanie Blair finds Solena Vela. Just once again, Vinta to Blair. Blair attacking. Layup. It's swatted away by Anderson. The Bruins keep possession, but they have not scored a point since I want to say early in the first quarter, like maybe the 6, maybe 7-minute mark. It was around that time when there was like a drought for both teams.
Very early on. And since then, it's just been costly miss after costly miss as Mohawk has continued to pull away and haven't scored yet in the second quarter, but here comes Maddie Anderson to Kendra Oliver.
And Oliver picking right off where Williams left in the post down low. She gets that one. Sophie with the steal. She's called just on the foul. And she nearly picked that one off. And
She'll have to come off because of that. Got to be careful with the tech call there too. She had a little bit of a reaction following that one. Obviously, she knew the foul would have her coming off the court.
Intel on the inbound. Gets it back and Drain able to tip it away. Hits the bottom of the backboard. So once again, it is inbound play for the Bruins.
It's probably more of the game they were expecting last week with the big crowd, but another big crowd here today getting a treat, Harrison, with what's turning into maybe the biggest blowout of the year if things trend the way they have been so far, and Sheridan can't put a ball in the basket.
Definitely very big crowd, not maybe as big as last weekend's, but almost as big. Big day for the seniors. Anderson attacking, hands it off, Oliver down low, and the seniors continue to dominate. The Mountaineers are rolling, up by 33. Early on in the second is now Brown Francis attacks. Her pass to Blair. Blair layup, no good. Another rebound, no good again by the Bruins. Now Oliver to Trafford. Just subbed on for Sophie. Trafford back to Oliver. Anderson, corner, drain, no good. Rebound Oliver again. Oliver triple team, finds Drain, kicks it out. Anderson, top of the key, again!
Can't do that.
Unbelievable. 4 for 4. Anderson yet to miss from outside. Is now Blair bringing it up for the Bruins as they finally get past the press. Blair goes for the layup, no good. Oliver with what feels like her millionth rebound. Drain quickly up to Gwanzan. Gwanzan, pull-up jumper, and it's too easy for the Mountaineers.
It's open season, Harrison. We'll have a timeout for the Bruins. But it's just, it's getting ugly out there, to be frank.
I think this is the most lopsided score I've ever seen, maybe my entire time watching sports.
I mean, it's just incredible. And I mean, credit Mohawk, playing good defense. And rebounding-wise, they're just they're above Sheridan another level. But Sheridan also incredibly unlucky. They're not shooting the basketball well, obviously not.
Yeah, they've had some good looks, and then others, you can tell the intimidation, and they've been forcing shots. As we'll have a look at Oliver, who has been one of the many, not only seniors, but dominant players so far in today's game.
She's been great all year. I mean, one thing that really impressed me about Kendra Oliver is whether she's starting or she's on the bench, because this year they rotate people in and out of that starting lineup. It could be her, it could be Tiffany Williams. She always gets her double-double. She always gets her points, gets her rebounds. She makes an impact no matter what. And I mean, you could say this about pretty much anyone on the roster, but it doesn't really seem to matter when they come on the court, where they're playing, who they're playing with. Everyone's always buying in, and Kendra Oliver is definitely a great example of that. And she's never complaining, always just doing her part, and she always produces for them, always.
It feels like everybody always produces, but it never feels like there's any stat padding. I mean,
No.
we always say they should be more selfish.
Yeah,
they should
exactly.
take more shots.
If anything.
Once again, the Mountaineers in their zone. Long three from Vinta, no good. Oliver, quick outlet pass to Smith. Smith attacking, her layup just doesn't fall. Rebound collected by the Bruins. Smith coming quickly back. They'll slow things down. Vinta. Now it is once again Brown Francis. Finds Blair. Stephanie Blair. Down low, Vinta jumper. Still won't fall as the Bruins yet to collect 2 points in the second quarter. And since the beginning of the first, Trafford. Anderson attacking, triple teamed, layup, just won't fall. She battles for the loose ball. She will force a jump ball, and the Mountaineers keep possession.
Addie Anderson, 3 Bruins against her in the paint, and she still went for it, almost did it, and then picks up the jump ball to get the turnover. So obviously no intimidation on the Bruins side there. Not phasing these guys at all.
Finally misses, showing that she is a human being. It's now Vinta. Putting it up for the Bruins again, looking for points that they desperately need. Now Vela, back to Stephanie Blair. Blair has it tipped away. Pick up, back by Vela. Vela again down low, right through the legs of Brown Francis. Outlet pass by Anderson, couldn't find Smith. Blair again deflected by Smith. She says thank you very much. She'll find Gwanzan. Gwanzan another jumper. No good over the head of Anderson. The Bruins once again with a chance to finally put up some points. Vela loses the ball, and I think that's been the story of the game for the Bruins. So Megan Fox will sub in. Maddie Anderson finally gets a break. I think Coach Raducanu saw her miss and said, okay, break time.
Exactly. We want to keep that shooting percentage high there, Maddie. But yeah, I think with the scoreboard the way it is, I assume we'll be seeing just about everybody rotating in as they are enjoying a comfortable lead, to say the least.
Trafford attacking. Down low, Williams. Williams double team. Jumper no good, but a foul. And that'll send her to the line. Her second trip. Went 2 for 2 last time.
I think if you're Sheridan, the mentality right now is just like, let's get one, you know, and then build on something. If you just want to make this, I mean, competitive as a game, just find small positive. Get a stop, get a basket, pick up any sort of little victory, and hope it kind of snowballs into something more. Because right now, the Mountaineers are just kind of doing what they want, when they want, where they want, all over the basketball court.
Yeah, I mean, literally, they are doing what they want and don't really have much opposition. As it is now a 40-point lead. I think that is the biggest lead we have seen, Matt. As once again stolen away. That time it's Williams. Now Smith. She'll find Guanzan. Things slow down. Smith holding on to it. Guanzan, wide open three. That one no good. Rebound unable to be collected. Bruins make another sub, and they do, as you said, Matt, like that men's game that we commentated, they have a very shorter bench compared to the Mountaineers. I mean, just looking at the sheets, you can tell without even counting.
Absolutely.
Now with it is Leverton Stewart. Outside Richards. Richards has it tipped away by Smith again. Smith attacking her layup. It's easy. And a timeout called by the Bruins. As Drain, minus. It was called late. Bruins will keep possession. As now the layup still no good that time, and now Guanzan will come the other way. Outlet pass to Smith. Smith again, floater, no good. Guanzan bats it off a Bruin player. Somehow, some way, the Mountaineers keep possession, and Drain will come back in, this time for Trafford.
So even when it doesn't go their way, it does. Get the miss, Rachel Guanzan, heads up play, getting the rebound off of a Bruin in time.
Now Williams, outside Fox, Guanzan, sees a screen, Smith, Drain, that one intercepted by Blair, but Guanzan steals it right back immediately. Now Fox, wide open Trey, no good. Somehow Drain with the rebound, outside Smith for three, it's good! My goodness, not really much anyone can say about this. This is the most dominant scoreline since the Broncos versus Seahawks Super Bowl.
I don't think that's even that far-fetched. Like, right now, the Bruins just need something to go down. It won't be that one, but they will get a good rebound.
Down in jumper, that time no good again from Baranova. And now Guanzan right back to Smith again. She'll slow things down and find Drain. And again, as the Mountaineers reach 50 before the Bruins reach 5.
And everyone getting involved. Sydney Drain getting on the scoreboard. Joanna Smith's been getting steals and assists and points. Everyone doing their part in what's been, just a little bit too easy for them here as they're making mincemeat out of this Bruins team.
Fox for three, short again. Rebound Richards, and now maybe a chance for the Bruins to finally get some points. So she drives, her layup no good. Williams up to Guanzan immediately. Tried to find Smith, great interception there. Coming from Aaron Francis. She has been very good so far in this game. Outside open corner three, Richards, no good. Rebound off the hands collected by Fox. And the Mountaineers will slow things down again. Fox with it, finds Williams. Williams to Guanzan, jumper, no good. Nova with the rebound. Less than 3 to go in the second quarter, which has been even more dominant than the first. Claire now with it, she drives in. Basket no good, and a foul call that time on Smith.
No signs of letting up from Mohawk there. I mean, they're running the floor every single time. They're not dribbling anything out. Maybe we'll see more of that in the second half. But right now, they're still full throttle, and the timeout goes to Mohawk. Really want to game plan this inbound defense, Harrison.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think that's what the timeouts are. I think that's for catching your breath, as it's been nonstop in the second quarter. 7 minutes have gone. I don't really know what to say. Is this a preview of tomorrow's Super Bowl game for the Seahawks?
I don't know. I hope so, personally. But, you know, that's a whole nother thing. But I think if you're Mohawk, you need to still show a lot of composure. And if you're Sheridan, same thing. Composure. You're down 47 points. You haven't had a basket the entire quarter. You need to really.
You haven't had a basket in 10 minutes. Maybe
more than I think maybe more. I think maybe more at this point.
Relax.
Your coach
Coaching staff has
Lopez,
no
you know.
There's no answer. This is it's a message being sent to the entire OCAA after their loss that they're not regressing heading into the playoffs, and they are telling Humber, you may have beaten us this time. You know, we beat you before, but we're
still
not.
at the,
yeah,
we're still at the top.
We're holding the #1 seed.
Don't forget who was sitting at #1 all season. They're still there. It looks like even at this point they'll have that #1 seed just about wrapped up.
One more game after this against Fanshawe. Blair now with the hook shot, no good. Drain to Fox. Fox slowing things down. Fox gets almost elbowed away, diving for the loose ball. Will pick it up and cause a jump ball, and more subs being made. And I love this. Put in Ross and Anderson, who are basically finding each other at all points in that one.
Yeah, they kind of jump-started the real big pull away that Mohawk had in that first quarter. And you're right, Kate Ross kind of the catalyst when they started creating the steals. And then from that point on, it was just an absolute, you know, bloodbath in terms of creating turnovers.
It is Griffith, guarded by Drain. Her pass deflected away. Actually, no, Smith did not get a hand on it, and the Mountaineers take back possession again. We're gonna have a lot of stats we could talk about, Matt, once this
I'm
quarter
sure.
is done.
I'm sure we will have quite the box score to go over come third quarter.
Ross being guarded very well by Brown Francis. Anderson kicks it out to Drain. Finds Williams down low, but it's deflected away. And now Brown Francis picking it up. He's looked good, even with this game being a blowout. Across that one. Blair, wide open jumper, still won't fall. Good rebound, that time from Richards, guarded by Ross. She drives in, almost has it tipped, goes for the layup, and it falls as the Bruins finally score in the second quarter.
They desperately needed that just for their own mentality.
Now Ross to Anderson in the post. Anderson turns, hands it off. Smith fires the three. No good. Shot clock won't reset because it didn't hit the rim. Ross has it. She has to fire, finds Smith. No good. Anderson the rebound. Layup no good. She gets it right back, but she's called on the foul. The Bruins take back possession with a minute to go, and Kendra Oliver coming back into this game, but a timeout called by Sheridan.
Guess why not use it? As there's some defeated expressions on the faces of the Sheridan Bruins right now, is what's been a very tough afternoon.
Can't really blame them in a game like this, but they did finally get their 2 points they were looking for as they break their goose egg in the second quarter. Mountaineers take back to the floor for probably the final time in this second quarter, barring another timeout being used.
that 46 to nothing run is going to be hard to overcome.
46 to nothing.
Since it was 4 to 3, I guess it's now 46 and 2.
Now I forgot that at one point it was a 1-point game.
It was a 1-point game following that and one on Sheridan's side, and then, yeah, 46 unanswered is kind of a death sentence in any sport, no matter how the scoring works, I'd say.
You could argue even 26 unanswered could be considered a death sentence. Now the long three is good. The Bruins, signs of life. The three put in that time by Leverton Stewart as now Drain drives in. Less than 35 to go in the second quarter. Oliver kicks it out. Anderson, open three. No good. Rebound, battle for it, kept alive. Ross couldn't pick it up. And now the other way, a 2-on-1 chance. Drain hustling back to catch up with Griffith. That pass is blocked! Oliver with the rejection.
Kendra Oliver coming up and serving a denial. Chase down. Get that out of here.
Now Griffith again, floater, no good, and the Mountaineers will get possession for the last shot with 16 seconds to go. As if all things stand, Matt, even the Bruins did get that three-pointer, they will not have reached double-digit points in the first half.
No.
Which I have never seen before.
It's been tough. It's that long streak where they just couldn't get anything to go, and they've had a couple baskets in the last couple minutes.
As Drain at the buzzer, just as she did last weekend. Emphatic statement made in the first half by the Mountaineers.
And that just kind of sums up, I think, the entire thing. Everything going wrong for Sheridan, and everything that was going wrong for Mohawk last week completely flipped around, and they're looking like an unstoppable force.
I have never seen a more dominant scoreline, but I'll get a chance to look at it for the next 15 minutes and try to process, as we'll take a quick break and have some highlights for you on the way. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. are back at the D-Bark David Braley Athletic and Recreation Center. Once again, Harrison Myers here with Matt Jandrew. Matt, this game will continue.
It will, although the outcome is almost certainly already decided after that absolutely overwhelmingly dominant performance, I guess is the best way to put it, by the Mountaineers in half number 1.
Battle for the loose ball, no one can pick it up. Open jumper, no good. Bruins still keeping possession, but it'll finally go out of play. The Mountaineers force a turnover and will get the ball back for the first time in the second half in the third quarter. Anderson on the inbound. Bit of miscommunication with Sophie. Almost ends up in Smith's hands. That one deflected away and has to be picked up, and it goes past the hands of Stephanie Blair. The Mountaineers take back possession.
That'll be their 22nd turnover for Sheridan already. One of the many reasons they find themselves down this overwhelming margin.
Anderson to Sophie. Sophie. Long pass, Smith kicks it out. Drain, open three. Again, it's Sydney Drain picking right off from the first half.
And in the half, we were discussing the record all time in points in a game being 125 as far as we can find in the OCAA. So obviously, knock on wood, much too soon to maybe be having that conversation. But if they're hot from on the three-point line, excuse me, in this half, it could be a possibility.
Sophie bringing up the ball for the Mountaineers, finds Oliver, wide open, she won't take it, outside to Smith, her three-pointer, splash, back to back!
And with every 3-point they make, it becomes more and more a reality here, Harrison.
A 51-point lead for the Mountaineers as Smith continues her good three-point shooting that she's had so far today. Now the turnaround jumper from Vinta, no good. Oliver can't corral the rebound, deflects it away. Blair open jumper, her shot no good. Another rebound for the Bruins, layup no good, and finally the foul conceded. Oliver had a block, but then fouled once again as Marinova just couldn't get it to fall. She'll get a chance at the line for 2.
So I was going to say, with that Sydney Drain three-pointer, well, then if this one goes in, it might ruin this stat, but 4 players on the Mountaineers have, well, not anymore, now make it 3, have 8 or more points alone.
Wow.
So more than the entire team. Now obviously Sheridan's put themselves almost on the verge of double digits finally here.
What they do is finally the Bruins get to 10 points on the day as that pass to Sophie's deflected away, and now steal by Sheridan as they cause the turnover. Floater up and good as it goes in from Vinta.
Sheridan, their first back-to-back scores on back-to-back possessions.
Now Oliver kicks it out to Sophie. Wide open tray. It's good, and that erases almost single-handedly the 4 points from the Bruins.
I was going to come into this half talking about how dominant they've been in the paint, Harrison, and they come out and have a 3-point barrage.
60-point lead for the Mountaineers. That one goes outside. Leverton Stewart drives. Her layup, no good. Drain with the rebound, and she is fouled. And somehow she's able to get that rebound over the much taller Baranova. As Davis will sub in for her first time in the second half. Drain will come out. Long pass from Anderson. Finds Oliver just off her fingertips. Davis goes after it. Through the legs there of Brown Francis. It's now picked up by Leverton Stewart. She hands it off. Now it's Brown Francis again. Guarded by Davis. She hands it off to Stephanie Blair. Blair attacking Anderson. Going for the layup and a travel called, so the Mountaineers force the turnover. Bounce to Smith. Smith bring up the ball quickly, still going as she's fouled. Another inbound for the Mountaineers, this time Bruins territory. Anderson to Smith. Back Anderson. Back to Smith. Open tray. She has another!
It's just getting, it's just getting way out of hand more and more as time goes on. It's just hard to come up with new words to describe how automatic this team has been shooting the basketball today. Well up above 50% now from the field.
Francis drives in. Her layup no good. Sophie now will find Davis. Davis back to Sophie. Sophie finds Oliver. Oliver kicks it out. Smith, can she get another? Not this time. Anderson, the rebound. Her layup is good. Finally, Joanna Smith misses after making back-to-back threes to start the third quarter.
Seems like Sheridan's making a real effort to defend the interior, getting multiple people in the paint, but they're leaving people wide open from beyond three, and it's been punishing so far, and that'll be a technical foul.
A foul called on Brown Francis for the slamming of the ball.
And honestly, the way things have been going, I'd say that's almost a mild reaction.
Yeah, she's been one of the better players for the Bruins, defensively and offensively, as the Mountaineers make a platoon of a substitution. So Anderson will take the technical free throw before that. And she will sink it with ease. It's almost the entire lineup that was just out there taken off, with only Smith staying on. Trafford, Ross, Wanzan, and Williams all checking in for their first time in the third quarter. Wanzan on the inbound. We'll find Ross, tipped away by Brown Francis, but goes out of play. Now Wanzan again. Inbound, this time she'll find Trafford. Trafford, quick pass down low to Smith. It was too low. Kicks it out to Gwanzan. Gwanzan now uses her dribble, finds Smith. Smith trying to find Williams. She'll turn, kicks it out Trafford. Back out Gwanzan, will take the three and make the three after missing a couple in the first half. Rachel Gwanzan with redemption.
She struggled shooting the basketball a little bit, kind of the one person that'd be a little bit snake-bitten offensively, and now she's getting involved.
That pass, a beautiful pass down low, and Terranova will put that one in from Brown Francis. Now it is Ross, who had a very good first half defensively and offensively with tons of assists. Two subs being made now for the Bruins. They do not have the personnel like the Mountaineers do, Matt, which is why we've seen pretty much the same subs over and over.
Yeah, and when the Mountaineers can do what they did about 2 minutes ago, subbing in an entire, basically new starting lineup.
Wanzan's three, no good. Rebound collected by Richards, but jump ball. And the Mountaineers keep possession. Now it is Williams to Smith. Smith to Ross. Ross double teamed almost. Someone should be wide open. Gwanzan has it. Smith down low, finds Williams. Williams over two defenders, picking off what she was doing in the first quarter.
They had 30 points in the paint in the first half alone, and Tiffany Williams accounted for about half of those.
As Trapper nearly able to pick that one off. Great defense from her. Bruins will keep possession on the inbound. So they're about halfway done the third quarter, and the Mountaineers have not let up, Matt.
No, it's clearly not a tale of two halves. It's a tale of one whole game, as it's been just about the exact same story here. Maybe Sheridan stepping up the offensive game a little bit.
Trafford able to pick that one off. The pass to Gwanzan, intercepted as Williams can catch it. Now Richards kicks it out, wide open look, Leverton Stewart, that one no good. Rebound collected by Smith. Smith will pick up pace. She'll find Trafford just out of reach. The Bruins take back possession.
Here, Mountaineer coach Mihai Raducanu not pleased with the last couple of empty possessions. They want, or he wants, I should say, scores every time down, even if they are almost up 70 points.
Fifth, back out to Stewart. Put by Glanzan. Kicks it out again, Vinta, and a travel called on her. The Mountaineers take back possession again. Substitution coming in for the Bruins. Glanzan to Trafford. Trafford bringing it up for the Mountaineers. She'll slow things down, tried to find Smith, but a miscommunication there. So the Bruins will take back possession again.
Sydney Drain's going to come in for Abby Trafford after a couple of, it'll be Joanna Smith, who's been out there the longest.
She'd been out there
The whole
through
quarter, I
the
think.
platoon change. Yeah, I think so. 6 minutes, so that'll give her a good break as the drought that we saw a bit in the first quarter, Matt, for both teams has arrived finally in the third. About the midway point, it's now Richards. Tried to pass it out, but it's stolen away. Glanzan, she'll slow things down now. So Glanzan finds Ross. Ross finds Williams, kicks it out. Trafford, wide open tray. Will not bounce in for her. Rebound collected by Blair. Blair. Brown Francis. Guarded by Drain. She'll hand it off to Griffith. Lost it. Picks it back up. Griffith attacking. Kicks it out. Blair, open jumper. No good. Rebound cannot be collected by anyone. It was off a Mountaineer last, so the Bruins take back possession. Sorry, keep possession. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Actually, no. Went off Mountaineer, so the shot clock resets back to 14. In the inbound, Brown Francis from Vela. Back to her now. She'll take a step back three. No good. Rebound off the feet of Richards, and now Drain will pick it up. Sydney Drain bring it up for the Mountaineers. Drain to Ross. Ross down low to Williams. Finds Trafford. She doesn't take the three. Kicks it back out to Williams. Williams to Drain. Drain kicks it out. Glanzan open for three. It's good, but the basket won't count. And a foul called on Drain.
Loose ball foul there. Looked like it was, she might have had her foot set there first, but I guess enough contact there, they're going to have to blow that one down.
Unlucky as Glanzan's three went down, which would have continued to add to those three-point percentage numbers. Richards to Brown Francis. Brown Francis brings Griffith. Griffith will fire the jumper, no good as Trafford was right there all the way. And the Mountaineers take back possession again.
They've been a little bit more disjointed in the back half of this third quarter, not really playing as fluid. That kind of avalanche of scoring we saw at about this point in the first quarter, they just absolutely cracked this game wide open.
Oliver with it, finds Ross on the give and go, back to Williams. A beautiful play, can't be made. Williams upset about that one as she knew she probably should have made it, although it was good defense from the Bruins. Now Griffith on a mismatch against Oliver. Long outlet pass, Vela, and a travel called on her. It feels like the 6th travel called against the Bruins.
Now, if you're Tiffany Williams on that last play, I mean, you can't score over 3 defenders every time, Tiff. You know, you're gonna miss one eventually.
Yeah, I mean, it's already impressive enough she's able to get the shot off, and she's already made tons of those points. Clearly her standard is set high. Megan Fox has checked back in, her first time in the third quarter. Fox tried to find Williams, deflected away. Oliver picks it up. Oliver to Ross. Ross drives back to Oliver. Shot clock starting to wind down. Oliver takes the jumper and makes the jumper. One dribble and a quick pull-up for 2.
Kind of her signature. She picks up a steal now.
On the steal, almost had it stolen away herself, off her leg, through the legs of Brown Francis, and after that weird play, Richards picks it up. She drives, layup is good, and the foul, no!
The charge.
A charge as Ross takes 2 points away from the Bruins, as after the Bruins took 3 points away from the Mountaineers. They respond in kindness. Great defense from Kate Ross, as she was clearly planted. Now Oliver on the inbound. She will find Ross. Ross guarded closely by Griffith. She now explodes, gets right past her, finds Oliver down low. Her layup, no good, but she is fouled. She'll get a chance at the free throw line.
Kendra Oliver probably been the best player on the Mountaineers side this quarter. We showed that highlight package of her earlier in the game, and she's just doing all that stuff that's made her one of the leaders on this team offensively and on the glass. She's up into double-digit points once again.
Both free throws good from Oliver. A now 63-point lead, according to our production team. The biggest lead that the OCAA has ever seen is 99. Didn't quite reach the 100-point mark, but 99. And don't know if the Mountaineers will make that one. As Fox now, she'll slow it down, finds Williams, wide open jumper, top of the key almost at the free throw line. No problem. Williams and Oliver make a mark on this third quarter with a couple jumpers. Now Richards attacking Oliver. Goes for the layup, no good. Oliver almost runs into Williams, but she's able to collect the rebound. Drain now bringing it up. Chance for the 2-for-1 for the Mountaineers. Drain to Ross, down low Oliver, drives, no good. Picks it up, triple teamed, and somehow puts it in.
I think they got distracted. Tiffany Williams was calling for that ball, and I think it pulled focus away from Kendra Oliver, who had the ball in her hands and comes up with a huge point.
Brown Francis, turnaround jumper, no good.
All right, do we get another Sydney Drain buzzer beater? What do you think, Harrison?
Clock's running down. She might have to fire a shot. 5 seconds to go. She'll stop it, finds Williams. Williams at the buzzer, no good. But after the third quarter, 81-14 as the Bruins, I think, had 2 points.
Yeah, that was their lowest scoring quarter, believe it or not. It started out looking like it might pick up their pace. Oh, sorry, they had 4 points that quarter. They had 4 points. So actually, their highest scoring quarter. Excuse me. But you know, do I think Mohawk can get to that 125-point mark to match what we believe anyway is the all-time record? 45 points in a quarter. I mean, they've done it today, but it's going to be a tall order.
I think they know that they don't want to get injured. We've seen a lot of players in sports. Obviously, Derrick Rose, the most famous, moment of that, where 2 minutes to go in a playoff game, up by big margin, and has that ACL, and he was never the same. And I don't think anybody wants anything to do with that. But I think they could reach the 100-point mark.
100 points, absolutely. And obviously, I mean, they're not looking to embarrass anybody. They're not trying to, pad their stats, but they're respecting Sheridan as an opponent. They're not, this is how they play everybody. This is not uncommon. Whether it's a 60-point lead like we've got today or a 10-point lead, they play that hard to the very end every single game. It doesn't matter who's out there. You see we got you got that senior lineup, pretty much the ones who started still intact there. Joanna Smith and Sydney Drain out with Maddie Anderson, Kendra Oliver, and Vanessa Sophie, but I have a hard time believing they're going to sit back too much, at least early on. Maybe the back half of the fourth quarter it'll be a different story.
No, what's uncommon is a 60 point, not a 60-point lead, sorry, a 46-point run. 46-0 run, I think is.
I mean, that's sealed it. 46 points straight unanswered. Hard to hard to call that anything but what it is. It was annihilation. It was a bloodbath for a while there, and it's really only continued.
As Anderson off the bench, she did not play in the third quarter, played not a lot. We really haven't had to use her with the quick 2 points. Now down low is Hayes. Hayes guarded closely. That pass ends up in Drain's hands somehow. Her outlet pass to Smith. Smith attacking, layup no good, but she's fouled. She'll get a chance at the line for 2. Smith at the line for her first time. Misses the first. Second free throw will fall, and with that, we have reached a 70-point lead as Drain almost picks off that pass. Bruins keep possession.
Just like that, I mean, they're literally still in a full press, and they have a 70-point lead, Harrison. This team clearly showing no signs of relenting.
Griffith able to escape the double team, finding Hayes wide open. Doesn't take the jumper, outside. Open shot will not fall for Vinta. On the rebound, collected and jump ball. The Bruins keep possession. Their shooting woes continue, Matt, and that's what's plagued them. You know, that 46-0 run was, they didn't make a shot. They had some decent looks and they could not score.
Yeah, and they're really just not attacking from the three-point line enough, and obviously not capable enough from the three-point line to overcome a 20-point deficit, let alone a 70-point deficit.
That one blocked again. Second block of the game for Oliver. Now Drain will pick it up. Drain to Kendra Oliver. Sophie now. Back to Oliver, back to Sophie. Now Drain, thought about the three. Kicks it out. Oliver will fire the three.
Why not?
And makes the three.
Why not, Harrison? Everyone getting involved today.
Why not let it fly as Anderson almost picks it off, but forces a jump ball, and the Mountaineers take possession right back. As the great Chris Moo once said, why not let it fly?
Why not let it fly? Very true. I want to know.
Why not? And the Mountaineers have done that, and they made them almost all, it feels like, as Oliver's jumper no good. On the rebound, Aranova. Press continues for the Mountaineers. You wonder how many lungs they truly have, because clearly 2 is not the answer. Everton Stewart now. Gives it off to Vinta. Griffith back out to Stewart. She attacks. Layup blocked by Anderson. She'll take it the other way. Quick outlet pass to Smith. Her layup is good.
It's just like clockwork, Harrison. This is feeling like the second quarter now, where it was absolutely all Mohawks the entire time with 0 break, and they seem to be back to that pace again.
75-point lead. The Mountaineers nearing the 100-point mark, which definitely is in their reach. Smith intercepts that pass and puts it in.
That won't hurt.
She continues that on. That pass deflected away, and now Drain with it, and she lays it in.
And that'll be a timeout from the Bruins, as they couldn't even get an inbound. I mean, Joanna Smith using all of her height, all of the length there, deflecting 2 inbound passes. And it's just grasping at straws, I think, right now on the Sheridan bench.
What was the score in the last game? I want to check.
The last matchup between these teams?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
No, it was, I mean, it was a blow. It was, I have it here.
83 to 54.
83 to 50, yeah. Like, not
No,
insane,
but
a
it's
blowout,
not
but
like-
not this. I mean, no one was expecting this.
No. We said this is their first game since the loss last weekend here at home, and saw the faces of anger and frustration, and clearly they're releasing it. Mountaineers are having a therapeutic I would say, a therapeutic beatdown of the Bruins.
Yeah. Yeah, cathartic for sure coming off of that big loss.
To free those demons of last weekend. Just to get back home court advantage. As Smith able to pick that one off the steal from Sophie. That pass from Anderson's tipped away as Bruins might finally be able to get out of their own zone. Smith still looking for the steal. Hayes has it deflected away. Griffith able to pick it up, guarded by Anderson. Griffith will take the jumper and makes the jumper. First 2 points of the quarter for the Bruins. Now Smith, down low to Williams. Williams kicks it out, Anderson, long three. No good, rebound collected by Baranova. Baranova will find Stephanie Blair. Blair coming up with speed, guarded by Glanzan. Goes to the layup, no good. Rebound collected by Baranova. He kicks it out to Blair. Blair attacking Glanzan. Smith there with the double, tipped away by Anderson. Will go out of bounds. The shot clock at 5 seconds.
You know what the Mountaineers' highest scoring game this was this year so far, Harrison? 95-52 against Niagara. So 2 points away from matching that, but the score line looking a little bit different than a 40-ish, 40 or so point lead.
Yeah,
And over the Knights.
Bruins get another 2 points, putting their total at 4 in this quarter, and Smith with the layup.
That'll match it.
She went down hard, but she'll get right back up. Double team continues as the press continues. Now it's Leverton Stewart bringing it up. Has it stolen away by Sophie. Sophie with the steal. Now Anderson with it. She'll slow things down. She kicks it out wide open. Glanzan won't take the shot. Back out Anderson. Finds Sophie. Corner Smith. Smith to Williams. Williams. Anderson. Open three. Again! Redemption after the miss.
You're just asking for leaving Maddie Anderson open like that. Everyone got a touch on that basketball, though, in that possession, Harrison. Just great team play and 2 points away from that 3-digit mark.
An 80-point lead for the Mountaineers. 19 points away from the highest lead total in OCAA history as Anderson with the nifty move, and that's triple digits. A little bit of a Euro there. Now Blair trying to respond. Has it deflected away by Sophie, and Sophie up to Anderson. She'll slow things down. Anderson outlet. Smith open. Trey. No good. Williams deflects the rebound. Now Anderson has it again. Anderson to Glanzan. Glanzan to Sophie. Sophie outside. Smith has another chance. Short. Rebound collected by Griffith, but it's off her hands and out of play. So the Mountaineers take it right back, and Ross subbing back into this one.
Kate Sticky Fingers Ross today. She had that run where it felt like every single basketball that was in play was glued to her hand as she just kept getting steals over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, Harrison.
It was something to see as this game as a whole has been. Glanzan now kicks it out. Sophie open for three. No good. Rebound collected by Ross. Ross kicks it out to Anderson. Her pass to Williams. What a pass by Maddie Anderson. And Tiffany Williams says, thank you very much. I'll take the free 2 points.
Yeah, what court vision there. She's been letting it fly from three. That time getting the assist on her frequent collaborator, Tiffany Williams.
Leverton Stewart has her pass stolen away by Anderson. Anderson finds Ross. Ross with the layup, and she gets involved on the scoring.
So is it wrong to bring the 125 up again, Harrison? I mean, it's still a little inconceivable. Still 21 points, but
fatigue is definitely brewing through the Bruins with their shortened bench. While the Mountaineers have subs aplenty. That layup will not count as a travel called again. The Mountaineers are getting closer to the breaking the 99 margin record. Only needing 21 points to tie the biggest scoring output from a team in OCAA history. Anderson, pull up three, no good. Williams keeps it alive, finds Sophie. Sophie now with it. Sophie with it, shot clock winding down. Ross gonna have to fire. Williams won't get it up in time. The Bruins got the Mountaineers that time.
Good show of heart there. Fourth in that shot clock violation. You said they're very fatigued, but they're just running basically a line change with their subs as they're just trying to get everybody rested whenever they can, because it's all hands on deck with the short bench on the Bruins side.
Into now, bringing it up, the Bruins. Still guarded by Ross, still with it, has it almost stolen away. Blair now, shot clock winding down. She'll find Hayes, her jumper, no good. Rebound collected by Blair. Second attempt, no good. Ross with the rebound. Ross will slow things down. Finds Anderson. Anderson attacks, finds Williams, but a foul called before the shot went up. As the lead now is 84, I believe, maybe not. 84. Never been good at math.
You're right, though. 86.
86, almost.
Almost right.
Almost. 86-point lead. Outside Ross, she'll pull up for three. No good, Williams can't get the rebound. Blair keeps it alive. Anderson swats it out of her hands, but the Bruins keep possession. Now it is Richards. Guarded by Anderson. Less than 3 minutes to go in a dominant performance from the Mountaineers. Pinta, guarded by Ross, goes for the layup, and it's good as the Bruins reach 20 points. Good take that time from Pinta. Good defense by Ross, but better offense that time. Ross now coming right back. Finds Sophie. Sophie to Williams. Williams posting up and in to continue to add to the lead. 86-point lead regained by the Mountaineers. Vinta, still guarded by Ross. She attacks again. This time has no options available for the shot. Vela now with it. Outside of Vinta, shot clock winding down. Richards fires. Short, Anderson the rebound. Anderson to Sophie. Sophie bringing it up for the Mountaineers. She'll slow things down as the play develops. Sophie kicks it out, Drain. Drain finds Ross, open three. It's good from Kate Ross. And a substitution made by the Bruins is due to confusion there between the referee and our scorekeeper table. Three-pointers continue to fly from basically everyone. This time it's Kate Ross after missing her last one. She doesn't miss this one. It's an 89-point lead. It's still possible, Matt, for them to get to 99 and maybe at 125, but I don't think they'll go for it.
I mean, there's not much. I mean, they're not thinking about that. You know, they're not going to be looking to hit any kind of number now.
Richards with a beautiful pass down low finds Michelle Baranova. Bruins get another 2 points. Now it is Drain. Hands it off to Smith. Smith down low. Anderson keeps it alive. Now Drain fires the corner three. No good. Fox can't get the rebound over Baranova. Now it is once again Vinta. Bianca Vinta for the Bruins. 1 minute left to go in the game in the fourth quarter. As Richards has it tipped away, keeps possession. She drives, her layup no good, but a foul called. As Trafford getting ready to sub on what could be the final substitution for the Mountaineers.
Maddie Anderson, a break after a Absolutely astonishing performance in what will be her final regular season appearance here, and she gets an ovation as she comes off the floor, Harrison, and a well-deserved ovation at that. Almost 30 points today. Steals, rebounds, blocks, you name it, assists. She's done it all and then some today and all season.
She definitely joins the list of MVP players in this game. Second free throw, no good. Drain now with it. She'll find Ross. Ross to Smith. Smith back to Ross. Wide open, doesn't take the three. She'll attack. Finds Drain now. Her layup is good off the beautiful feed from Ross. 111 points. That one deflected away. Bruins keep possession. Now it is Vinta to Blair. Blair with the beautiful spin move that time as Stephanie Blair caps off a difficult night as she had to, difficult day as she had to guard both Oliver and Williams at different stages of the game.
I don't envy her for that task.
No, I do not. I don't blame her for having struggles, as really I think anybody would, as Trafford now holding on to it. Being pushed around by Richard. She goes down hard. Mountaineers will keep possession.
Trafford frustrated on that one.
Obviously we know the leg from the brace, and
It's been an issue for her. And in a moment that really means nothing at this stage of the game. This should be it, Harrison, and what's been, I think, a blowout is maybe the understatement of the century.
the Bruins will attempt to stat pad anything they can, but the Mountaineers, with one of the most dominant performances I have seen in my entire 19 years of life in watching sports, winning 111 to 27. We'll have a look at a highlight package of Maddie Anderson, who has been one of the shining lights of this game, among as many as 111 to 27. I mean, this was just an absolute massacre from basically the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. The Mountaineers did not stop basically the entire game. So we will have a post-game interview with Matt Jandrew coming up shortly. After losing last weekend, the Mountaineers bounced back in a big way and showed the entire OCAA that they're not going anywhere after their first loss. And we'll head over to Matt Jandrew.
Thank you, Harrison. I'm here with Vanessa Sophie and some of our seniors tonight. You guys bounced back from a really tough loss against Humber. How good did this one feel?
I mean, this one feels good. We obviously, after a tough loss, put in a lot of work at practice this week, so we kind of knew we had to come out really hard after that one.
Last home game of the season. You guys are about to go in the playoffs. What's the mindset as the regular season wraps up?
Mindset is it's time to go, without swearing.
I like it. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys, so much. Back to you, Harrison.
I like the mindset. It's time to go, but not home. To the playoffs, to the promised land is the goal. The Mountaineers looking to repeat as champions, as we will have the men's game coming up in about 20 minutes. So we will be back in 20 minutes. Final score 111 to 27, 84-point differential. The Mountaineer women avenge their past loss. We will be back with the men's game. That's it.